Hello, students. Today we are going to do a recap of the poem Heaven of Freedom by Rabindranath Tagore. The title, as I told you, is a literary creation and conveys to the reader the theme of the poem. Heaven of Freedom, as the title suggests, is very apt. It presents to us Tagore's love for his country, where he desires to see India as a heaven, a place where people would live in harmony, love, joy, and peace would prevail, a place which would be free of suffering, strife, violence, and injustice. Now, during that time, as I told you, the Britishers were ruling. It was a time of exploitation, and the Indians were leading a very slavish existence and were in a state of constant fear. And Tagore had dreamed of a free India, an independent India, and he pictured and imagined an ideal state where in he compared India to heaven and believed that India would be that heaven on earth. But he believed that that was possible only if the Indians had attained freedom. And so, uh, this poem by Rabindranath Tagore, at a surface level, is a prayer to God for India's social, cultural, and psychological independence and unity. When explored on a deeper level, it is a nationalist's emphatic narrative of the India he dreams of post independence. So it's a simple 8-line poem, but it can be understood as the poet's wholehearted desire for India's cultural and intellectual independence. He prays fervently to God and addresses him as Father, and wants and asks and pleads for a country, for his country to be a land which is free of fears and exploitation of every kind. He prays where his countrymen would live with dignity, with knowledge, and every citizen is accessible to education, which would be imparted without any discrimination of caste, color, or creed. His desire was for the society to thrive in a harmonious state free of any and all discriminatory barriers, the narrow domestic walls of gender discrimination, regionalism, linguism, and casteism should be splintered to create one unified country. The principle of unity in diversity. He wanted all the different fragments to come together as a part of a single nation. In this poem, he aspires for a society wherein trust and hard work would prevail as people strive to march towards perfection. He dreams of a people who would employ their rationality and voice their opinions without falling into the trap of drudgery and obsolete ideas. The poem concludes with an invocation to the Almighty to fulfill his hopes and bless India with these qualities. He yearns that his countrymen wake from this metaphorical slumber of colonialism to that heaven of freedom where all his dreams come true. So, here we end Rabindranath Tagore's Heaven of Freedom, and in my next lecture, I will take up uh, the other poem of his.